Hey everyone, Izzy22x here. We're on the final week of the season. We already confirmed the restaurant Majesties are confirmed to playoffs. This is mostly, actually the top 4 teams for playoffs have been already decided. This is mostly for the sake of seeding purposes. My opponent is Jayden from the Giratina Origins, and they brought the worst possible matchup. I practice most common matchups against Jayden, and he brought the worst possible matchup for me. This team loses very, very hard to a double horse variation, and they brought that, and it's actually pretty unfortunate because I calculate like how much I could do to kill a Clefairy. Max Roxfall with helping hand, or like, you know, with my weakness policy proc doesn't guarantee to kill that stupid fairy thingy. So this is actually probably the worst possible matchup. I had ways to beat it. I actually never beat my Screams partners when they brought it up. So I was pretty nervous. I had to outread him, maybe get some hacks potentially. But I just knew that, you know, I was gonna do it, because the worst case is that I lost your matchup. And that happens in Pokemon. You lose in the matchups because that happens. So I was just like pretty much accepting my defeat game 1, because they were just gonna start PC and Clefairy. And I actually was hoping they were not a nasty plot one, because if they were a nasty plot kind, it would be actually really, really dangerous for me. Given that, like I said, once they're a +2, they just one-shot everything. So yeah, they Clefairy PC, and the way I was gonna play this is that I wanted to tank the Clefairy. Frenga can stay. I could give, like, you know, whatever, but I needed to make sure he couldn't follow me. So that was the first thing going up, because he could read the fake out, or he just goes for damage, which he does, and that does a helping hand. So I needed the light screen in case I hit my Grimmsnarl, and just, you know, see maybe I survived that. Probably not. And second, I needed to obviously just get that taunt out. Ideally, I really wish they had targeted my Grimmsnarl first, but they, knowing that, you know, this is a support Expectrier, like from the preview, it should have been pretty obvious that it was support Expectrier, so they should know that I was Sash. I don't think he needed the helping hand. Like, I'm not sure if he actually thought this was not a support one, because the helping hand was actually an overkill. If they had just gone with like Moonblast and Max Darkness, that 100% was gonna kill my Spectre, especially not Dynamax form. But yeah, I get my taunt off, and we waste 1 turn of Dynamax. So one of the things about Double Horse is that they want to KO things fast. They either agree to get, you know, +2 and then Dynamax, or they just, you know, Dynamax and start KOing things with helping hand, which it's to my advantage, because that's 1 turn of Dynamax wasted, and I like really just want my horse dead. But I didn't kill my horse, and I thought like a late game Spectre would probably be really good for me, because I beat most of this thing. So I didn't think I needed Reflect yet. So that's why I went for Spirit Break. Ideally, I should have gone for a Reflect just for the sake of having it. I just didn't think that they were gonna, like, a single max try will kill my Grimmsnarl. I actually thought behind screens that Grimm will actually survive it, and now I know better, and it doesn't. Because I wanted the Spirit Break to hit at least to get it, potentially proc the effects of -1, and then they go for the Moonblast here, which again, this play was pretty obvious. Like, the play was pretty obvious. So now I'm down like pretty much 2 Pokemons and a half, and this is the first misplay I do. I never should have actually Eerie Impulse. I actually don't know what I was thinking. I think I might have given up, or I was just like scouting and stuff. But I should have never like Eerie Impulse, and I should have actually, like, I don't think the way I play Regicron wasn't wrong. I didn't want them to think that I had Curse, even if they had a potential mild suspicious. I wanted them to like think I had Protect, or at least I wanted them not to think that I was too scared to actually ever curse in their face. Because if Jayden knew the calcs, he should have known that he can never stop Trick Room. Like without, especially without the helping hand, you don't like, and behind light screen, you don't kill Pichu. Like, look at that. So I do regret, like I said, not TRing. I honestly don't know what I was thinking. As soon as I hit it, I regretted it. But I needed to do the max knuckle. It was the safer place because I wanted to buff up my my Regirock, because I knew they were not gonna proc my weakness policy probably until I was tiny. This is another thing that I actually think is, I wonder if it's worth just making it a life or Regirock. Anyway, Moonblast doesn't do anything, and again, I actually find it really nice that my my thing doesn't proc. But yeah, Pichu's taking a lot more damage than I desire. I should have TR then, recover last turn, and then, like, you know, this max rockfall will have killed Pichu. And here's the thing, I don't fully agree with what Jayden did this, because he took I don't think at +1 max rockfall should always kill PC, because PC is actually pretty squishy, especially once it's not Dynamax. But he did tell me that he has Trick Room, because if you guys notice, PC doesn't get to move. So they were actually trying to Trick Room, and I actually was wondering, like, I don't think I ever scouted if they actually had Ice Beam. Or maybe I did. No, yeah, I actually never scouted whether or not their PC had for that. But then they bring Glacier, because, you know, I'm about to Trick Room, and they either were sacking their PC unless they got the Trick Room up, or they expected me to hit Clefairy, which is, in hindsight, not a bad idea. I could have done that, reading, like, but like if it was game 2. But yeah, I get Trick Room up. I do believe I recover here, and then I actually go for Glacier, which they go greedy here, I believe, and they Sword Dance in my face because they have what's it, Clefairy. So yeah, Clefairy comes back up. That means I'm pretty sure Rillaboom is their last Pokemon, but oh, I didn't. No, I should have recover. Recover, come on. Recover. Pichu, recover. Okay, yeah, so I hit recover. That was actually pretty obvious. And then I go actually for Glacier, because I know their Glacier doesn't have Protect. So, Jayden goes Jayden goes for the Follow Me and the Gritty Sword Dance, which, I don't fully agree with that, because that's a little bit too greedy. And they could lose their Clefairy here, because that's a turn, another healthy turn for my Regirock. So yeah, Clefairy doesn't do that, and then we'll go for the Sword Dance. I honestly think that they should have actually just killed my Pichu to secure the win, while their Clefairy were still healthy. So I think, and this is like very important, because so I still have TR up, and I think so I missed Rock Slide, and I think this is very important. Missing this Rock Slide actually really hurt me a lot, because I could have flinched them. I could have, you know, guaranteed a second call the second time, but unfortunately I didn't. I clicked the Ice Beam, you know, because what else am I? And I missed that, because I knew with the Frengar up, I couldn't clear Glacier in 2 turns. And they close comeback into Pichu. Pichu actually dies because of the Sword Dance they did. And maybe, you know, I should have recovered to actually be full health here. But like I said, I think me missing that Rock Slide was pretty huge. This is just already endgame, because I said there's still like 2 or 3 more turns of Storm, and I you know, my Spectre is dying here, unfortunately, which is very, very sad. Because I actually can. I think I didn't even get to proc my weakness. Well, actually, I think I proc my weakness policy here before Glacier dies. But yeah, Clefairy probably, you know, it's either helping handing or follow me in case I like go Drain Punch. And I think a safer play for me, I said, probably was Recover and then Drain Punch into Glacier to get my Pokemon more healthy. So they go Moonblast into my Regirock, which is fine. Regirock doesn't miss, and I think, yeah, see, I knew it, like, it wouldn't kill. And it makes me really sad. This actually makes me really, really sad because, you know, if I miss a Rock Smite, why couldn't I get a flinch, right? But yeah, this is actually this is even extra sad. I think I Bull Zone and I didn't kill both of them. But I do think that the RNG here was a little bit more in favor in Jayden, because I think my best play was depending on RNG too. And as I mentioned, this was sort of a very bad matchup of me. And actually probably like sacking, potentially maybe sacking my P2. I mean sacking the Spectre or at whatever. And actually very fun fact, they told me their Rotom was in the back. So in the end that miss didn't like guarantee my win. It will have been a little bit more of a little rough. But it like hurt because I would have liked to see, because they had to make sure not to miss a Hydro Pump. If I had like gotten like the actual Rock Slide and then the flinch. But yeah, I think at that point my best play was probably either sacking my my P2. I know, sacking my Spectre for nothing, or actually recovering so I could be at full health and maybe hopefully see if I can survive that. Anyway, we're back to game 2, and game 2 I was still like, I know Regirock is my win con. I don't need Green Snarl. I think I definitely need 2 P2, and I decide to bring Finny. Which in hindsight I shouldn't have, and then that was the adjustment I did in game 3. I was actually bring Zapdos in the back. But yeah, I was like, you know what? I don't need screens. I actually was like, PC can really kill Regirock, and they 100% should just start Clefairy PC. If they start anything but Clefairy and PC, it actually hurts them more. So I actually was very happy that Jayden actually didn't start Clefairy PC game 2 or game 3. I think that was probably one of the things I will have changed. Is like, if I rarely change my start if I won with the start unless I think they're gonna adjust. Because given my team, Jayden should have looked at things and be like, PC still kills everything. Because I don't kill PC right away. Like, I do have to 2KO, but PC could just kill everything until then. Or at least that's how I saw it. And I, you know, I could be wrong, but that's how I saw things. That PC Clefairy was his strongest star, regardless. So they actually go PC Rillaboom. And I'm actually pretty happy about that. Again, I don't curse in front of them, because I'm saving that curse for game 3. If we get to game 3, plus I have Bull Zone, so they can't fake on me. They know I'm Sash. So I do go. Oh, I go for the Will-O-Wisp. I don't agree with this play, but I'm always faster. So I don't know. Why do I go Max Quake? No. I should have gone Bull Zone. Yeah. So I do go Bull Zone. And I think I go... I don't agree with the Max Quake, but I suppose I could just beef myself up. So here's the thing. I believe Jayden doesn't Dynamax PC this time right away. Oh no, they did. Okay. I was wrong. So the Bull Zone puts me at +2. I do not KO PC though. However, with the extra defense boost, it's actually really, really good for me, because I am free to just kill PC in the next turn, ideally. But yeah, they shoot Grassy Glide into... They will both double. Again, they always never touch my Regirock. And I actually abused that on game 3. I purposely never showed that I had curse until game 3 for this purpose. Because like this time, I don't have to waste a Max Knuckle. Next time, I'm just gonna... You know, Regirock is just gonna like Max Quake into it. I could have tried and see how much a Max Knuckle does at this level. But I wanted the extra defense boost in case they were hitting me again. Because I didn't have screens. And this is like me thinking about this. I should have been like comfortable doing what happens in the next turn. But yeah, I went for a Max Quake. They go for a Max Darkness, obviously into Spectre. But Spectre, this is job. I do believe in this team, Spectre is my weakest Pokemon. But Spectre is literally here either to taunt, Will-O-Wisp, or to Bullson, and he Bullson, and that's good enough. Absolutely good enough for me. We can sacrifice it, and that does actually Max Quake does a lot of damage. So I'm pretty sure if I had Max Knuckle, it would have done the same, and I would have been like a lot higher. But I was happy. The one regret I have here is this next play. I played it too safe in this turn because he could not afford to get TR put on. Jayden 100% couldn't get it. So knowing that he couldn't allow me to TR, I absolutely should not have Max Guard. I absolutely should have gone greedy and PC. But here you see me doubting. It's like, do I do it? Oh wait, I did do it. I thought it was the next turn. Did he Max Guard this turn? I swear I Max Guarded. Oh wait, no, that was game 3. I'm such a fool. That was game 3. Izzy, that's such a foolish thing to do. Okay, that did a lot more damage than I thought. Was that a crit? That wasn't a crit. I went for Bull Hammer. Okay, that actually gets my Pichu. Alright, so that was game 3. My bad. I remember this one. But anyway, this is actually pretty good X scenario, regardless. That's so weird, because Max tried the... Okay, so Wood Hammer. Yeah, Wood Hammer. Alright, so anyway, I don't get my Trick Room, but I get Reggie. I mean, I reg PC to PC out of the way. And because I had Feeny in the back, I obviously couldn't afford to lose Feeny to the Max Strike and a Wood Hammer. So the good thing is I knew, you know, Rillaboom is probably a fake out protect. Actually, I don't remember which one, but like, you know, Grassy Glide and Wood Hammer were their main attacks. And well, at least I got that Max Knuckle. I did go greedy. No, did I? I think I protected. You always So yeah, I wanted safe and I went to protect because I didn't want more damage into my Pokemons. And here's the thing is, I was pretty sure that, yeah. So Jayden goes for this, and it's not a bad move, right? He wants terrain control. So I could have been a little. I couldn't afford to be risky because this is game 2. They go for the follow me, and this actually kills Clefairy. I forgot if it was a crit or it just does kill, and it's a different spread. Because the spread I had, it didn't. Well, Sand kills it. I actually was very scared because I thought like Sand might not kill it. Did it kill? I forgot. Show me that it killed. Oh, it didn't. Okay, so this was very... Okay. I must have remembered wrong. My bad. Anyway, so here is the most important play, and this is the reason why I won game 2. I Moody Water. I get the accuracy drop on Glacier, and I do not miss my Rock Slide. My Rock Slide. So this was super important. If I hadn't... Actually, no. I knew Moody Water was going to kill Clefairy, so I needed to Drain Punch. But, maybe I did that. But the Moody Water doing the accuracy drop into Glacier was huge. 100%. Like, this is the main reason I ended, because they helping hand close combat. Helping hand close combat probably was gonna kill Regirock. So I feel for Jayden. But I mean, yeah, I feel for Jayden, because this is probably what I needed. Like, the fact that Clefairy didn't die, like, there you go. The fact that Clefairy didn't die worked in my favor. I realized as I'm telling you guys this, the fact that Clefairy survived, he couldn't bring Rillaboom in. So they had to go over the helping hand mode, and I had to Drain Punch and do that. 100%. Had I killed Clefairy, they had fake out pressure. I think the close combat wouldn't have killed me, granted, but it made this a 2v1, and I needed that 2v1. Obviously, they could Wood Hammer, or they could like Grassy Glide. Regardless, I just had to go for attack. I believe I didn't protect with Tapu Fini because it was not worth it. I needed to know whenever I was fast or not. But I'm pretty sure they went for my Regirock first. Like, so the one thing I could have improved this play was probably actually read the switch out from the Rillaboom and hit the Glacier there. And maybe Calm Mind or just Moody Water or something. Because I think I needed that Glacier dead more than the Rillaboom potentially. I'm not 100% sure. But it was a real tight game, and yeah, the hacks is the reason why I won game 2. I have no shame saying that. They go for Wood Hammer into Regirock, and Regirock survives. Like, Regirock surviving that 13% was actually huge, and me not missing that Rock Slide was good. So I don't think that needs play. So that was the best play from Jayden, because one, if Fini was slower. Actually, it doesn't matter the speed of Fini. But Fini could have protected. But I knew, like, you know, you're going to read my protect. So I have to go for attack regardless. In that scenario, it was a win or lose. So we got the Moonblast. And then, you know, Regirock surviving the way it survived was actually pretty huge. So I'm really, really happy that Regirock survived at 13. I don't know if it was a roll. And you know, they could still have won, to be honest, because Fini obviously can be, but because they obviously brought Rillaboom in the back, I thought maybe they brought that in game 1 too. I thought there's no need for Fini. You guys see me pausing a little. I was calking stuff. I actually was checking what is the best thing I can use against PC. I was double checking, like, should I go my Zapdos lead? And I double checked things, and I saw that actually Regirock was always my best bet. So I wanted screens this time, because I think screens were more valuable. So my game plan was screen, Regirock, even if I don't have the procced, they will eventually potentially proc that for me. Or I go greedy and I try to go for a curse, because they haven't seen me going for a curse yet. But yeah, that's what I thought. And then I was gonna bring obviously Pichu and Zapdos in the back. The reason why I brought Zapdos in the back, oh yeah, I see that this is one of my, but the reason why I brought Zapdos in the back is because I didn't think Spectre was useful at all, and I think because there was a high chance they brought Rillaboom, I didn't think that it was worth bringing Fini either. So Fini and Spectre had to be benched. I needed Pichu to not only pressure them into targeting Pichu, because, like I said, they can't allow me to do Trick Room. Excuse me. And like the Zapdos counters Rillaboom, and also counters, well, it's neutral toward the Rotom. But yeah, I knew that this was actually, after finally a third game, I knew this was my win con. I needed Regirock Dynamax to beat everything else, and then Zapdos to clean everything up. That was my game plan. After I come, based on what they kept bringing, because they never brought Incineroar, and like I said, Incineroar is completely useless here, except maybe if they try to taunt it. But like I said, it is kind of wasteful, in a sense, because Regirock just kills it, and even Fini, same deal. So I knew, I was confident they were not gonna bring it in the game. I believe they didn't bring Glacier for this last game. And I think that was probably a really good thing for me. Glacier actually was a little bit of a pain, given that I brought Zapdos in the back. But yeah, I believe they started Rotom Rillaboom, and it's a really, really scary start, okay? This start absolutely terrifies me. And I actually don't get to fake. So I was like, Jayden, you're gonna nasty plot in my face, right? Like, look at me. I was gonna get ready and press the damn Dynamax button. But this is actually one of my best reads. I never show Curse. I mean, Jayden is a great player. They should have known I had Curse. Because I never protected. But I try to fake out Rotom. Because worst scenario, Rillaboom is faking me out. Because they want to make sure that I don't have a screens up. Right? So I thought Curse was the best action here. Because I had to not 1v1 them. But if they nasty plot and I can't stop the nasty plot, then I don't Dynamax Regirock. Like, I brought Zapdos for a reason in the back. Zapdos deals with Rillaboom. Zapdos will deal with Rotom. So if he target my Regirock instead of my Grimmsnarl, that's absolutely fine. I was always gonna be slower. It was dead before or after the curse. It didn't matter. But Jayden misplays. He actually fakes out Grimmsnarls and Max Geyser's Grimmsnarl. And this is actually pretty huge for me. Because now Grimmsnarl actually survived that. Like, this is why I don't agree with this play from him. Is that I don't know why he targeted Grimmsnarl. I actually, because I show, unless they thought, because I never show Trick or Fake Tears or anything like that. Once, you know, unless like I was big braining him, which I could have, because but since my Grimm wasn't like a trick stuff, I would have ignored that Grimm. But they probably hated like the potential of just like me, of me just, you know, maybe what's the word? I forgot the word. Anyway, the one thing I do regret though is that I actually didn't know, or I didn't know that Grassy Glide went before my Prankster light screen. Because I actually take a lot of damage from Jayden Rotom without my light screen. So that's the only regret, because Grassy Glide does kill me here. And man, do I hate Grassy Glide. Rillaboom is so broken. Rillaboom and Incineroar are so broken. Such a good core. Anyway, I don't get screens, but I also know that they're not gonna kill me with, even in rain. Like, unless they crit me, Regirock was gonna survive that. Look at that. Regirock, big boy. I get the weakness policy, and this is actually very, very, very important. Getting the weakness policy KOs that... actually, no, I think I crit. Did I crit them? Can't you see? Did I get lucky again? I don't remember which our crit if it kills or not. Okay, it wasn't a crit. Cool. Okay, that was enough with Grant, and I need a Rillaboom dead. Just because of the priority Rock Slide. And this is what I was talking about previously, about how I should have read him better. And this is why I also think like he brought Clefairy. No, actually he didn't bring. Yeah, he brought Clefairy, right? And then I believe PC might have been in the back. Actually, I don't know. Maybe he did bring Glacier. Anyway, he brought Clefairy. Okay, he brought Clefairy. And here's the thing. Because I took the rain away, Helping Hand's not. But I had two choices here. I max Gar, or I don't max Gar. And here's the argument of, well, they can't let you TR. And I'm just like, you're right. But they can also just kill my Regirock. and I can KO them back. I personally think Jayden did the right play, but he could have closed me on my bluff. But because I was like, you know, I barely won last game out of hacks. They actually went with follow me here. And this is where I'm a little weirded out. Because maybe they just wanted to change the terrain, but why not helping hand kill me again, right? But anyway, I get Trick Room. They do have a follow me. I forgot if I Eerie Impulse. I'm pretty sure I Eerie Impulse. Yeah. I Eerie Impulse max Rockfall. Pretty sure. Because here's the thing. No, maybe I should have Eerie Impulse. No, actually... I don't remember what I did. Let's see what I did. But here's the thing. Is that it's very unfortunate that I, you know, didn't get attack off. Because if I had just gone with attack on the Clefairy probably would have been really low or dead. Because we saw how much damage I did, right? So high chances was the Clefairy was going to die this turn. And I could have just max guarded here instead. So they go for follow me. And I go for the Rocks Ruffle. Ruffle this time should kill. Because they already took the chip. And the sand should kill it. Yeah. So I wonder if it was a roll too. Last time. I don't know. But anyway. I Ice Beam Pichu. And then... Did they greed for a Nasty Plot? No, they didn't. So they go for Hydro Pump. Hydro Pump did not kill me. Because I was Dynamax. This is where it gets really, really terrifying. Because I still have... one... No, I don't have any more turn of Dynamax. And they broke Glacier in the back. Which is... makes me very, very happy. So this line is actually perfect for Zapdos. It sucks that I'm in Trick Room. 100%. But they don't have a follow me. I know Glacier probably is just gonna kill Regirock. So I Eerie Impulse Rotom. And I actually go for the Drain Punch on Glacier. Because I wanted some heals back. I didn't want to go for the Rock Slide Flinch. Like, I lost... it hurt me in game 1. So I went for the Drain Punch. Because I think... Jayden did tell me that he got a little tilted in game 3. And... he thought that, you know, he shouldn't have Hydro. They actually end up Thunderbolting. And here's another thing I don't agree. Pichu was kind of useless. Like, Pichu was kind of useless. And because they knew I had Ice Beam and Eerie Impulse. So, lowering your defenses like that was a throw. Like, they should have just double into my Regirock. Because Pichu literally was useless. I mean, I could have nerfed Rotom to the ground, but otherwise it was useless here. Anyway, I'm still on I think there was 2 turns of TR. They did say they kicked themselves for Thunderbolting instead of Hydro Pump, and I could argue, hey, you could also miss the Hydro Pump just like I missed, but spoilers, they never miss their stuff, which makes me sad. Anyway, I knew they couldn't kill Zapdos here. They could have read a Protect because of TR. So I went for another Drain Punch. The Drain Punch should have killed Glacier here. And I said, this is where I am very grateful that I have Drain Punch. Because even if they Hydro Pump me now, I'm healthy enough that I'm gonna survive a Hydro Pump. And I believe I hit them with a Eerie Impulse. Last game. So that Eerie Impulse was pretty good. And they do hit a Hydro Pump this time. But... did they KO me? They don't, right? Oh, they actually did KO me. Okay, never mind. So, my bad. I thought I survived that. Anyway, it's a 1v1. Zapdos will always win. Yeah, look at that little health. And yeah, it's... oh, that berry. Okay. I just thought, you know, I couldn't let Glacier be alive. So that's why we Drain Punch that. And I was hoping, again, that won't be no. Here, I don't know if he creeped me, I could die. Because the reason why I Thunderbolt instead of Protect is that what if they Nasty Plot? But it doesn't matter because I'm faster. But yeah, I just thought it could have been, you know, kind of scary if they maybe hydro pump me, or I mean thunderbolt and crit maybe, I don't know. But yeah, the thunderbolt over the hydro pump, assuming the hydro pump doesn't miss, which by the way, compared to Neku, who, you know, unfortunately missed that game 1, but the game 2 they hit ultimate. Jayden got very lucky about not missing a single hydro pump, cause you know those hydro pumps can miss too. Anyway, I got really lucky in game 2. I think I played game 3 really well. I said there was only one thing I could have changed, which was that max guard, and I still think it was a safer play. But GG's Jayden. I don't want to fight you again because I'm terrified. But until next time, guys, thank you for watching and my thoughts. Bye!